the fact that I literally just said that and it's right there, it just, every time, it blows my mind. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Ada Rojas. I'm a business coach for soul-led entrepreneurs looking to integrate their intuition with their ambition. On my YouTube channel, you're going to find content on business, spirituality, and wellness, along with some other things. Actually, one of you guys gave me an incredible idea on my last YouTube video where I was reviewing one of my oracle decks to do makeup looks inspired by my oracle decks, and I was like, my two passions combined, because I used to do makeup tutorials and curly hair content back on my channel back in the day, but I was like, oh my god. So look out for that in the future for sure. I'm just like so excited to play, especially because a lot of the decks that I own are like very colorful, and I love colorful makeup, but I don't have like any occasion to like go out and like, you know, so I'm like, oh, I can play. So thank you for that incredible idea. You guys are the best. And this is why I love YouTube. Anyways, let's get into this week's business energy readings. I hope that you guys are doing okay after the eclipse that we had this weekend. I spent most of the weekend at home. Actually, I don't think I left my house other than to like go walk on a trail with Rico, and I took lots of baths and cooked myself a very delicious meal and read and just lounge. I really needed that. I don't know about you guys, but like I was exhausted. I slept a lot and I just rested, and I really needed that. So I hope that you too were able to rest. And if you were not able to rest, I hope that you find moments and pockets of time to rest, especially with everything that's going on in the world. Like everything is so heavy right now. And if you can just take some time out to focus on yourself and give yourself some good grounding, some good love, and bask in deep pleasure, whatever that looks like for you, I think that's really important. Today's business energy reading is coming from the EARTHCRAFT Oracle deck. I actually did a poll on my Instagram stories and was like, pick a deck, and this was the deck that everybody picked. So I think I might start doing that from now on, is having you guys vote on the deck. This is a deck by Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson. Juliet wrote the book The Altar Within, and she also has Plant Witchery, which I often quote from that book whenever I'm talking about plants and like their magic and stuff like that. So definitely good books to have on your bookshelf. Let's go ahead and get started. As I'm shuffling this deck, I just want you to take some deep breaths, ground yourself in this very moment. And just think about what questions you may have this week in regards to yourself or your business. I know a lot of you guys that watch these don't necessarily have a business. And I actually got a question in regards to that. Like, oh, do I need to have a business to watch these? And the answer is no. You can take what applies and the rest, let it fly. If these videos have been helpful for you, I definitely suggest that you send them to your business bestie, your prima, or just anybody that you feel like needs some grounding information for the week. I'm actually going to pull 4 cards. I don't know why I feel called to pull 4 cards. So the first card that we have here is Spirit of the North. I love, love, love the illustrations in this deck. They're made by a woman from Trinidad, I believe. Yes, she's a Trinidadian poet, artist, empath, and magic maker. Her name is Danielle Boudou, and the artistry in this deck is just beautiful. It definitely, when I purchased this deck, that's what called me, was the artistry and the fact that I could tell that it was going to be very grounding and very much nature-based, which I love. So, Spirit of the North. The message that I'm getting from this card just by looking at the image is definitely grounding and almost like taking your power back from people, places, and things that have you feed into like fear energy and anxiety energy, and reminding yourself that nature is just such a great way for you to ground and be present and be here, and to like go and take your worries to nature, go and take your fears to nature, go and take your anxiety to nature so that she can alchemize that energy and give you peace and give you love and give you grounding. And yeah, that's just the energy that I'm getting from this card. So it says, the spirit of the north is connected to the element of earth and initiates you to the energy of strength, stability, practicality, and resourcefulness. When this archetype comes into your life, it is a calling to bring your awareness back to everyday mundane tasks. Dreams need real-world action to take shape in the physical world. Preparation and pragmatism are the tools that will serve you well at this time. You're on the right path, so don't give up. Pulling this card is also a reminder that greatness is not built overnight. Have patience as you work towards your goals and celebrate small wins as readily as big accomplishments. If you're seeking financial security, you shall find it through determination and proper planning. If you are seeking health and well-being, you will obtain this through perseverance and commitment. The word discipline also came up for me when looking at this card. It's almost like now is going to be a really good time for you to plan and prepare and then be disciplined. And I don't even like to use the word discipline. I like to use the word devotion. So it's like, how are you devoted to your dreams right now? How are you devoted to taking aligned action? How are you devoted to your spiritual practices and your rituals so that you can magnetize the things that you desire? So it says, honor the spirit of the north. Find a quiet place outside in nature. Kneel down and scoop up a handful of earth in the form of soil, a plant or a rock with both hands, and face north. If you have no idea where north faces, take out your compass on your phone and it will tell you, by the way. Fun little hack. Whisper into the earth, I am present for your guidance, dear spirit of the north. Bring the earth to your heart space and meditate for a moment on the message she brings. Thank the North Spirit for her presence and her divine guidance. So as you can see, like I shared earlier, this deck is very much grounding. It's very much Mother Earth energy, and a lot of the actionable things and a lot of the actionable guidance in this deck is always going to come back to Mother Earth. The next card that we have is Ceremony. And we have this gorgeous woman. It's giving fire energy. It's giving rituals. It's giving like candle magic. I'm getting like bonfire energy. Just like a lot of focus energy. Definitely sun. Like just seeing like a beam. Like, you know, when if you put a light beam on something, like the energy of all that light focus on one thing literally creates a fire. And that's the energy that this card is giving me. Like when you focus all of your time, your energy, your intentions into one thing, like you can literally just change timelines, change your life. Like what are you trying to call in right now? And how can you have like this devotion to really bringing it to fruition with your intention and your energy? Because like intention and energy is so powerful, and it's almost like you need to find a way to create more intention and energy in the mundane things. So like, for example, earlier today on my Instagram stories, I shared like a snapshot of my bathroom, and I have like a tray of perfumes, and then I have a tray of like my skincare products. And I was cleaning my bathroom this weekend. I spent time cleaning too, there's nothing better than cleaning your home and then like saging and cleansing the energy, and then like taking a bath and lighting candles, the best. After you ate a bomb meal and then you clean the kitchen, so good. So anyways, I rearranged some of the stuff on my bathroom countertop, and I added a flower in there. I added more candles, and I brought in a rose quartz that was gifted to me. And I have this little Tibetan bell. I'll put a picture of my vanity here, by the way. I have this little bowl, like a little tiny travel bowl, and I put it in there because I really want to just incorporate like sound as well. And like the bathroom for me is such a sacred space of like ritual and divine femininity and sexuality and like power and creativeness. Like when I sit down to do my makeup, I just like kind of go into like this energy. So I really wanted to be even more intentional about like my time in the bathroom. Like when I'm putting oils and lotions on my body, like I'm very intentional about sending love to myself and looking at my body in the mirror and like acknowledging my beauty and speaking words of affirmation and love in my body. Even though, you know, this body that I'm in right now, like I'm the heaviest that I've ever been, but I'm very conscious about looking at myself in the mirror and not focusing on my weight and just focusing on, you know, like sending words of like affirmation and safety to my body so that it knows that I'm just aware. And I could have a whole nother conversation about this, because I have a belief that the reason why we gain weight is because our bodies are trying to protect us. And the more weight that is on us, the safer our body will feel, especially when, because the body is so intelligent, especially when it anticipates that something is coming, like something is going to unfold, a situation is going to unfold in your life. So if you're not creating that inner safety within yourself, your body's going to kick in and be like, we need to keep ourselves safe and protected. So we're going to gain weight and retain, you know, retain more in our bodies because we need to feel safe, and like weight makes us feel safe. So all that to say that the bathroom is just a very special place for me. So I've intentionally just added more intention in there to amplify a very mundane task like taking a shower and brushing your teeth and putting on lotion, etc., etc. So to bring it, I lost my train of thought. My memory card was full, so I had to delete some videos. How can you amplify your intentions in your mundane task? I think is what I was trying to get at. Okay, so let's see what the card says, because I have talked enough about that card. It says ceremony. A ceremony is a marked occasion that invites you to slow down, bringing magic, tradition, and sacred intention into your otherwise mundane routine. Listen, I can't be making this stuff up. And I hope when you guys watch these videos, especially those of you that are new to like using oracle cards to help you just attain more information and to help you develop your intuition, because that's the way that I really look at my cards. Like I try not to really like think of them as a crutch or to like rely too deeply on them. But I really use them as a way to train my intuition and to further develop my intuition by something as simple as just looking at the image and allowing whatever comes up for me just by looking at the imagery, and then boom, like matching it with what's in the book. So the fact that I literally just said that and it's right there, it just, every time, it blows my mind. Ceremonies create an energetic space where you can turn inward to connect your inherent magic with that of the earth. Taking time to prepare and do things right, like a caterpillar spinning himself into a chrysalis. I think that's how you say it. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly every day, and he is in no rush. He takes his time, following the proper steps, and when his transformational rite of passage is complete, he spreads his wings to share his magic with the world, remade. The ceremony card guides you to prioritize moments of sacredness, okay? And that's what I'm doing with my bathroom routine, is how can I make something as simple as taking a shower more sacred? Putting on my makeup, more sacred. Putting lotion on my body, more sacred. Brushing my teeth, more sacred. My skincare routine, more sacred. Because I have to do it every day, so you may be rushing a goal or taking shortcuts in an effort to see results, only to find yourself taking one step forward and two steps back. Having a ceremonial practice is a way of slowing down and allowing proper time for your magic to brew. Take some time to connect with your goals in a sacred way by adding small elements of ceremony into your life, by lighting candles while doing research on a project, dedicating a specific journal where you write details for your plan, or making special tea blend to drink solely as you work on your goal. I love this so much because now you're tying those two things together. And I definitely, for example, when I'm working, I'm burning certain incense, I'm listening to certain frequency music or lo-fi music to create a ritual even out of my work, even out of labor. I am bringing intention and setting intentions and visualizing how my day is going to go as soon as I wake up, so that I'm just bringing that energy even into my work. So it says morning honoring ceremony. Ingredients: white candle, incense, bowl of water, and pink rose petals. Take time to honor the waking of a new day through a sacred ceremony every morning. Find a comfortable place to sit, preferably by a sunny window or outside. Light the white candle. As you bring the flame to the wick, set your intentions of gratitude for this new day. Light your incense and say out loud why you're honoring this new day. Make 3 circles with the incense, creating a ring of smoke to symbolize the circle of life. Then take the pink rose petals, which symbolize love and gratitude, and tell each one why you're honoring this new day. Place the rose petals in the bowl of water. Water preserves the energy of the intentions you set. Keep the bowl on your altar or sacred space throughout the day. Once the sun sets in the sky, dump the remains, wash the bowl, and cleanse it by placing it in a window for the moonlight to reset its energy. That is a beautiful, beautiful ritual and ceremony. And I hope you guys find some space in your day throughout this week to do that. Okay? The next card that I feel like is such a good follow-up is offerings. Okay? And look at this gorgeous girl. She got her beautiful fro, her chocolate skin. She has some sun earrings on, and she's in what looks like a river, dressed in this beautiful cloak that has stars and moons on it, which to me is definitely like moon energy. Moon is, you know, your emotions, water, your intuition, your creativity, definitely divine feminine energy, nurturing. And she's pouring a bowl of water into what looks like a river, and she's giving offerings to the river. And again, going back to like ceremony and intention and like water and all those things, it's like, how are you giving thanks beyond like saying it, beyond writing it? Like, especially, how are you giving back to earth? You know, I think we take so much from her constantly. We take so much from earth, and we really need to come back into balance as humans, not only by honoring her, but by giving offerings and giving our gratitude to her. So like, please, like, just go take a walk sometime this week. Go out in nature, find the closest tree to your house, and spend just like a few minutes of your time this week giving gratitude. And if you can, go take some flowers to the tree. Leave a crystal there as a thank you. Leave a rose as a thank you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Pour out some water while you're there, giving thanks. Like, that could be an offering. It doesn't have to be this elaborate ritual. It doesn't have to be this, you know, crazy offering. It could just be as simple as you pouring some water out in gratitude. I think during this time, offerings are really, really important, because it's like another level of intention. It's another level of devotion. And I feel like magic, when it comes to like ceremonies and offerings and rituals, to me, those are prayers in the 3D. So like, when you're praying, you know, you're saying it out loud, you're saying it in your head, and you're praying, right? And that's like in the upper realms, in the upper chakras. But when you pray, but you also do a ritual, but you also do an offering, that is your prayer now in 3D. And like, it's a 3-dimensional prayer. And especially if you're using items and things that then amplify the energy of that. So Let's see what the card says. Mother Earth is a giving mother. She gives everything to her children, providing food for us to eat, air to breathe, and water to drink. We depend on her resources and her resilience to sustain us. Now ask yourself, how much have you given in return? It's easy to get caught up in what you don't have or what you need more of, but never forget the abundance that has already been given to you. Offerings given freely and without debt or expectation are a way of showing our thanks and respect for the earth. The offering card guides you to be mindful of how much you give compared to how much you receive and reminds you to show your gratitude. Working towards balancing the scales of give and take, not just with Mother Earth, but in all of your relationships. And right now we're in Libra season, which is all about relationships and that balance. Working toward balancing the scales of give and take, Libra scales, not just with Mother Earth, but in all your relationships, is a sacred way to bring more harmony into your life. If you've been a taker in the past, try to find ways to be generous in whatever way you can. Call a friend who usually calls you, help your partner around the house, or stop to water a flower on a morning hike. If you have been giving all your energy away, try to allow your heart to open a little more. Readily accept compliments, support, and offers of help. Sound offering. To use sound as an offering is to give from within. Sound carries the essence of our spirit and the intentions we set from the heart through song or deep belly sounds. Sit or stand with your arms by your sides, palms facing upward. Okay, arms by your side, palm facing upward. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, in through the mouth and out through the nose. As you breathe, envision inhaling light and exhaling darkness. After your 3rd deep breath, you are now ready to send out your sound offering, infusing it with light. It can be a song, a hum, grunts, or even a heavy sigh. Any sound offered up with intention is sacred. Even a scream could be sacred. As you vocalize, see the light fill the space, person, or intention that you are offering it to. I haven't used this deck in a while and I forgot how much I love the rituals in it. So thank you guys for voting for this deck, because as I've deepened my relationship to nature this year, this deck has taken on a whole new energy for me, which is always so fascinating. How we, like, the more work that we do, even the energy of the decks deepen, you know? And then the last card, because y'all got a bonus card this week, is Thunderstorms. Okay, and we have this gorgeous black man. He has some locks in his hair. And it looks like he's dancing in the middle of a thunderstorm. There's some mountains in the background, clouds, thunder, and almost like a bit of the thunder is coming into his body, and it just feels like a jolt, like. And the energy that I'm getting from this card is like, there's gonna be thunderstorms, there's gonna be storms in life. I feel like we're in the middle of a thunderstorm right now with everything that's going on the other side of the world. You know, I'm speaking lightly on all of this because my word for this year is joy. And it's gladness not based on circumstance. And I know that I have a platform and I don't resonate with sharing trauma. It's just not part of my brand values. And I'm also not here to educate the world. I think there's enough people doing that, and there's enough resources out there that are speaking on what is happening, hopefully from a conscious lens. But I know my role, and like I said, my word for the year is joy. And there's parts of me that have been feeling guilty for like basking in joy when there's so much happening. But the only way that I can show up from the heart space is if I'm in my light and if I honor my joy. And we all have a role. We all have a role in this awakening. and I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. And my job is very different from other people's jobs. And it doesn't make me or them any less important. And so this is my love letter. These videos are my love letter to my community, especially during these very wild times. So let's get to what the card says. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Thunderstorms can feel like the end of the world, with rain pouring down, visceral booming thunderclaps, and jagged streaks of lightning splitting the sky. There are moments in our lives like this too, when change is so thorough and complete that we can't do anything else but surrender and trust all will be well in the end. These storms, both in the sky and in our lives, present danger, but ultimately they clear the air and make space for better clarity and focus. Rude awakenings bring clarity to the consequences of our actions or lack of action. Beliefs and values you hold dear are put to the test to determine whether or not they are strong enough to hold you as you transcend to your next level. Thunderstorm is a warning that you are or soon will be in the midst of significant change and upheaval. This is a time to put faith in a higher power and to trust in Mother Earth. The events are out of your control, but you can decide how you navigate this storm. Trust that what is taken from you will be replaced, and what is lost is only what you didn't need. Thunderstorm invocation. This invocation affirms your readiness to follow the guidance of this card, acknowledging its message and knowing all will turn out as it should. For the next 7 nights, recite this invocation before your prayers. That which will shake my spirit from its core shall uncover the truth within my being. I am present for the becoming of all that I am meant to experience, for it will mold me into the person I am meant to be. I am ready for thunder to greet the storm brewing from the depths of my bones. So, not sure what thunderstorm is coming up for you personally. We definitely know the thunderstorm that is brewing collectively in the world right now. But just remember that that which will shake your spirit from its core will uncover the truths of your being. Okay? Stay present for the becoming of all that you're meant to experience, for it's going to mold you into the person that you're meant to be. Be ready for the thunder to greet the storm, brewing from the depths of your bones. And know that after the storm, I think of Odia, right? She's the Orisha of like lightning and storms. And it's like, after the storm, Oya is always going to be there to help you pick up the pieces and help you build anew. So, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this card reading. I actually, since we're here and it's right here, just to give y'all a little cherry on top, because I definitely feel like this is what these cards are. So, as you can see, let me get close so you guys can see. This is a deck that I received recently from a very, very sweet and kind tarot deck creator. And I saw someone use these on Instagram, and I emailed the shop and I was like, do you have any more of these Esmeralda cards? I have a gypsy spirit guide, and like I just would like to have this in my collection. And she's like, we don't, but I'll see if I can make you one. So she asked me for my P.O. box, and she sent me this deck. And you know, these are just like cherry on top cards. Like I wouldn't necessarily use these maybe yet for like a full reading. I just feel like they're like a little add-on to the reading. So I'm gonna pull, well, it just pulled itself. So it says, the illness is temporary. God will return your strength and health back to you. So take what applies, and if it don't apply, let it fly. But whatever you're going through is temporary. God will return your strength and health back to you. So If you enjoyed this video and my content, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. And if you want to keep up on all things Ada, make sure that you sign up for my email list. The link will be in the bio. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the love on these videos, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.